want a long walkthrough, you can get it through Windows settings.
What's that?
You can get it to your camera's
Oh, through
settings.
Windows.
I believe so, but
Okay, we
that's
could
a
try in a
longer
little bit. Hold on.
that's a longer
Yeah.
project.
All right, guys. This is for the Andre Reed Experience event. I'm gonna randomize the list right now. 300 entries. The top 50 are getting different prizes. Once you go beyond 50, so 51 to 300, you guys are getting a NFL pack of 1990. Emily, 1991, correct? Pro set. The packs 51 to. Is it 89 or 99? 89 Pro set. That's what it was. 89 Pro set football. That's what it is.
I think it's close.
So let's randomize the list. 3 times on the random. Let's pull that up. There we go. Everybody's. Delete that one. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. All right, there is my list. I'm gonna put that here. Copy it, put it on the big screen so you guys can see it. There you go. I'm going to email this list to Emily. And put it there. Okay. All right, so Matthew Townsend, the Hitman, coming in first place. Harry Cassav, Jimmy Gravel, Brett McGrath, Harry Cassav. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Emily, can you print me out?
What?
Can you print me out this list?
On the research?
Yeah, I just emailed you. Just the first page.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have to open up the box. Wow, cannot get this. There it is. All right, Lou, you can see it for me, right? We're good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so top 6 prizes. Top 6 prizes are all getting a spot in the 2019 Immaculate Football, which is right here. My earbud's about to fall. So this is the box, fresh case. Let's go ahead and open that up. Because Andre Reed is about to pop up. Luke, can you just tell me when he pops up in your green screen?
I will.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Fresh case. There's the first box. All right, so Lane will be opening from that. So, just collect cards? No? Really?
Oh, no,
Okay, cool. All right. 7 through 12 will all be a spot in the 2017 Prison Football Blaster Box, which is right here. Okay, but Leighton is not going to open this live. He's actually going to do that afterwards, after Andre Reed gets off. So we're going to leave that to the side. All right. And then the next 6 prizes is all going to get a signed memorabilia. Signed memorabilia. Thank you. And Doug, you get this to Leighton, what he asked for earlier? A printout?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So it is 2 Buffalo Bills jerseys, 3 86 Topps Andre Reed rookie cards signed, and a ticket from his rookie year. Those are the items that are going to be signed. So that will be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, sorry, 18. 19th place is going to get Jim Kelly signed Bills. So 19 is Joe Litt. 20th place is going to get Andre Reed signed Bills mini helmet as well. And that's going for Mark McFadden. 21st to 54 are going to get 86 Topps football cards from these 2 packs. So that is what we're going to be breaking live with Andre Reed. This Immaculate box and this these 2 packs. So that is the order. Who gets a signed ticket? Ticket rookie. 18th place. 18th place, which is Lucas Lukasinski.
What did
Lucas.
first
Who?
get?
First place is going to get a card from here. The top 6 are going to get cards from this Immaculate Football box. So you're all getting cards. And then 7th through 12th are going to be doing it later. But 7th through 12th, you're going to be getting a pack from this 2017 Prism Football Blaster. Very expensive. We're looking for Patrick Mahomes rookie, Deshaun Watson rookie. And let me see if I got the right one on. I do not. That's why it keeps falling. All right, there is the rest of the list. Going to 50, Connor Mascioccia will be the last person in the 86 Topps pack. And then 51 all the way down to 300 is going to get a 89 Pro Set football pack.
Wow.
All right. Okay, Lou, I said my piece.
Very nicely done, by the
Go
way.
ahead and blow that up. Oh. Let's get that out of the way. All right. All right, so people are going to be watching that right there.
Yes.
All right, so Leighton. How am I going to show the items? If I do this, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Add source, screen capture, window capture, source selection.
Hey, we have time, right? Can I play with us?
Play what?
With this?
Not right now. Hold on.
I can get you way better.
Okay, there we go. How's that, Lou? You don't actually have to even show that share screen anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't.
you can just leave it on your regular, just the three. Yeah, the two heads. Or,
Okay.
Or, yeah, or three once. Under
So I'm never sharing the desktop.
Yeah, so we're permanently there now.
Okay.
Can you make 3 boxes just to see how much space I have? Do you have the ability to do that, or no? Not until he gets here, right?
Not until I have a third. Oh, well, I can throw my laptop in here. You know, how's that?
There we go. Okay, that's good. You can see the chat. You can see this. Sam, what do you want to do?
No one was supposed to see my laptop.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look behind the scenes.
All right, this is gonna have to work like that.
I can't see.
Now you're not in the journal.
Doug, we're in the 50100, Doug.
It closed. I sent it to you.
It closed, guys. It closed. 50100's closed. I wish I could zoom in. So, how can I zoom in if there's no properties?
No? Yes?
No.
What do you see?
That's good. But I see the camera and everything.
Better, I mean,
It's better, right?
yeah, it's better than seeing all the.
Yeah, okay. How can I zoom in? I wish there was a zoom button on that. That would be nice. Why did the name randomizing happen before 5 p.m.? Why did the randomizing happen before 5 p.m.?
It just happened.
Oh, we just did it. We just did it.
You guys could center it up for me if you're going to do that.
Center it? Center what?
The camera. Kind of a little.
It's angled?
You see the shot there? Yeah. Well, you're a little off to the left.
Can you center it? Do your best.
Well, my name goes on this.
Blue legs are perfect, you know this. No, we're still off. Anything from Andre Reed, Blue? So, Lou, you're not going live. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Well, actually, I'm going to on Leighton's Loft.
Lane's Loft. Okay.
Won't affect you.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure, yeah, don't hit restream because that's gonna.
No.
Yeah.
No.
As long as you don't restream, that's fine.
No, Vintage Breaks YouTube, all of that is on you today. I'm just doing Leighton's Loft.
Okay. What if I go to settings? Hold on. What if I go to settings, camera? I don't know what camera that is. Devices. Which one is this? Which one is this? Not the 270. Okay, it's not 270. Nope, can't do it. Doesn't even let me. It's crazy. That's
You
crazy.
can't do it through XSplit, huh? Oh, because it's not in
Yeah,
XSplit,
it's not
right?
export. It's just outside. Yeah.
Can you put it in XSplit and not show it and access it that way?
Yes. If I do this, and you take away this camera view, I can have Leighton right there in that corner. So remove. Yeah, if you put your laptop,
Yeah. Put my laptop.
yep, remove me and just put in the laptop. Yeah, remove mine. No. So you can remove the one this camera. I just actually can I? No, you can't. Just put me away, Lou. Put my camera view. This what you're seeing in your screen. Just put it away.
So you just
That?
There you go,
you
like
just want
that,
Lou to
just
have-
like that.
Now you're gone.
You just
You're
want
out.
Lou to have him and Andre.
Yeah, it
That
says
camera
you
has
and
to be-
Andre. You don't need me anymore.
Because you have our camera.
Yeah, but Leighton's going to be on that camera that you're on right now, right?
Here, just like that. It's gonna be instead of me, it's gonna be Andre right here in the spot, and then you right there.
I got to have you in. Well, I guess I don't. Although we won't hear Leighton's audio if he's not in that
Oh,
way.
is that true?
Yep.
Do it again. Do it again. Put 3 screens real quick. Put me at the bottom. Okay, hold on. How about now?
What are we going to do? Share this? You mean?
No.
Oh.
Just put it the way back it was. Just like that. Instead of your laptop, you're gonna have Andre Reed right there. And you
Well-
don't move me because
But what I'm really going to want to do is I'm going to want to do this to have Andre on with a bigger screen.
you're gonna have Andre on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna be like that.
We should just go. We should just go with this shot.
Can I do this? Yeah, that's fine. Okay,
That's-
fine.
Probably going to be the bulk of it. But I have some video and stuff like that to run too. So
Okay.
you should probably just use this camera normally, the one that you've got, even though you can't zoom it in, because it looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set the face. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Hey, what's up, Dez? Any word from Mr. Reed?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You have to email it.
Wait, what?
Take it to
Oh,
the-
sorry. Sorry. Uh,
Yeah, your link is correct too. So you sent them the right link.
okay, cool. Yeah, the link is good. So. What's up, James? And we are local recording. Okay, like you're all set. This is all good. Like the boss is good. We're skipping the blaster. We're skipping the Samurabilia.
Yep.
And go straight to here. It's already numbered 21 to go through, and 1 through 6 is here.
Great. So you want me to do the 86 football first?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I was gonna do that first, and then do the because you can talk about the players and stuff. I think
Okay.
that's
So
kinda cool.
I'm gonna scroll the list.
We'll
then.
finish off with the immaculate, and in the end we'll do the signed items.
All right, I'm gonna scroll to 21 so people can see who's getting what.
And that's the first pack of 86.
That one on top.
Great.
And then the bottom is gonna be the other half of the card. shape.
Great.
So, Leighton, maybe something to ask. On his story, he asked whose mustache was better in the program guide between him and Frank Reich. You can actually vote on it, too.
Now Frank Reich is a quarterback. Is the coach of.
He's the head coach of the Colts.
Yep.
And he was the quarterback.
And they're hanging tough.
I know. And he was the quarterback who led the comeback against the Oilers.
Yeah. Well, I figured. I figured Lou. I don't know if he's on there. Has a question queued up about the comeback game, but that's ridiculous.
I know. He had a heck of a game, too. In that I
He
put,
caught 3 touchdowns. Yeah.
I know.
Where's Rob? Hey, Rob. Can we get more medium size? More of these? because these might be too small. I don't know. I don't know the size of it. Hey Josh, any stuff for 197? I pack.
There you go.
Okay. Mic is good. Sounds good. This is good. Brick is good.
Great, and he has your information to get in touch with you.
Yep.
if you
Don't
have
make us
any
right.
questions. Great.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes there's technical difficulties, right? And then sometimes, you know, nature
Yeah.
calls.
Last time we were
I'll
late.
put it.
Last time we were late. So. You know, Lou, we work best under pressure.
See, when you get older like me, J5, you'll understand that this situation is out of my control, so I'm not going to feel pressure about it. My stuff is working. I'm a Patriots guy. I'm doing my job. My stuff is working. Our stuff is working. You or I are a team. We've got what we've got to do done.
Yes, yes, we do. The
Yep.
only thing I wish I could do is zoom out this camera. I can't figure it out, but it's okay.
Alright.
You know, it was just
All right, it's
all
fine.
over.
Great. So J5, while everyone is waiting, why don't we give away a nice 1960 Fleer Rube Waddell? We'll do that through the random on YouTube while
Right.
waiting for Mr. Reed.
Right now, okay. Okay, Sam, what's your the slash winner?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, yep.
What spot are we starting with?
21.
21?
21.
So a special shout out, G5, to some of my friends, kids who may be watching. Joe and Max, Jed, Summer and James.
Mhm.
Oh, great. I'm not sure if my buddy Patrick is tuned in.
Lou, I think Mr. Reed is going to be joining you soon.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Sam, don't hate me. I lost a die.
You lost the dice.
It fell. I don't know where it went.
You have backup dice.
I don't know. Dougie, can you move that box from here? No, move that box inwards. The other one. No, under the table. Under the table. Yeah. Yep, that's good. Okay.
That's Sam in a 3-point stance back there?
No, that's Dougie Fresh.
Oh, Dougie.
Dougie.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that's me.
You're good to go. Thanks, Doug.
Hey, Lou.
Hey, Doug.
Jake, where did it fall in?
No, it's under me. It's okay. I'll find it later. Good thing we don't have to randomize anything. Who's the winner, Sam?
Matthew Townsend.
Hitman. His nickname is the Hitman.
Like Donnie Baseball?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Reed is here. You want me to bring him in?
Yeah. Let me get laying on. All right.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Can you hear us?
Man, can you hear me?
Great.
Yes, I can.
Man, this is like rocket scientists, man. Science to try to get in here. Jeez, oh,
Hey, Mr. Reed, how are you?
is that why I'm vintage? I guess I don't know. I'm doing good now that I'm on with you guys. I'm good. We're all good.
Awesome. Believe me, it's somewhat new for us, like I'm sure it is for you and much of the rest of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us here at Vintage Breaks tonight. It's certainly the pleasure is ours. Mr. Reed, what do you like to go by so that way I know moving forward for the next little bit?
Just call me by my first name, man. I think that all that formal stuff. That's when we're in front of. Well, you guys are in front of some good people. So, but you can just call me Andre, bro.
Sounds good, Andre. So, once again, thanks for joining us here at Vintage Breaks. We're going to be
Okay.
opening up some cool packs, 1986 Topps football, which is your rookie year. And so,
That's awesome.
I'm not sure if you collected cards when you were younger.
I actually did. I was a big card collector, but back then the cards weren't, obviously they weren't as good as they are now. It was just like most of the time it was like one action shot or a guy's face. That was it.
Sure.
And then they had the pasty bubble gum in between.
Thing is that they kind of cut that off, but some people dare sometimes to eat it on camera,
and
Yeah.
it's like it's part of the show here. So we have a good time with it. Do you have a certain card that you remember from when you were younger that you either regret trading or losing along the way?
My brothers were big football fans also. My brother was a Minnesota Vikings fan, so he collected a lot of Vikings cards. And my other brother was Miami Dolphins fan, so he collected a lot of former Dolphins. And I was Pittsburgh Steelers fan growing up. So
Really?
anytime I got Pittsburgh, man, I was like, I'm not trading none of that stuff. Lynn Swan and Stallworth, when I was in high school, the old Steelers back in the day. But I was mostly, when I was in high school, it was the 79 Steelers that the Steel Curtain and Franco's Italian Army and all that kind of stuff. So
Now, did you ever go to games in person?
As
a kid?
You know what? I never did. When I was younger, I just, never went to any, games in person. But as I got older, when I was in college, I started going to the Vet, the old Vet in Philadelphia, to watch the Eagles, just to, watch a pro football game. And my first game I went to was the Eagles were playing the St. Louis Cardinals back then.
Yeah, I remember the St. Louis Cardinals. Sure.
Yeah, Jim Hart was the quarterback.
Yeah, that's old school right there. So
Yeah,
before we get started tonight, can you please help me? Right, I'm a lowly Jet fan.
Yeah, you are.
My wife is very concerned that we're turning Crosby, our adorable 5-year-old, into a Jet fan. And the thing is, what I really want to know, like, do you see it turning around for the Jets? A franchise that just seems to be so mismanaged. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter who you bring in at running back. Although with Curtis Martin, we had a good run. Like, just give me a sign of hope. Something.
Well, they suit up every Sunday, so there's some hope there.
Well, that's listen, Andre. Now I'm gonna roll out of bed tomorrow like the glass half full. Definitely.
The problem with the Jets is, and it has been for the past I don't know how many years. I think Sam Darnold, with the right players around him, can flourish in any situation. I think he's proven that at USC. I think he can flourish. He's had, a couple bouts of some good games, and then, but as a quarterback, especially a young guy, it's all about really getting the right guys around you to make you flourish and you be better.
Sure.
Look at Justin Herbert and look what even Jared Goff when he came in the league. Sean McVay put the right people around him. You gotta protect your quarterback. Your quarterback's the main guy out there, and you want to build around him. And they always say, you build in from the inside out. And I think that holds true. You got to get the receivers. You got to get a good running back. And then it all comes down to the GM and the head coach. When you're losing games and things aren't going well for you, the players obviously are at blame, but it kind of seeps into the front office and what the front office is doing as far as draft picks and as far as where they're going for the future. And the Jets at this point, I mean, who knows? I think they do have an upside. There's no doubt about it. But
you should offer conversions. You should run like a little side gig where you're going to take Jet fans and you're going to show them how to like any of the other teams in the NFL. And, maybe, just maybe, I'll have a little bit more hope for next year. Because, man, it's been a tough run the last 5-10 years.
Yeah. And, back in the day when we used to play the Jets, the Jets had Boomer and, oh, man, the Jets were a tough team. Maybe they didn't, they weren't the Jets right now, but the Jets gave you trouble every single time you played them. They were a formidable team that you had to do your homework to beat them. And they had some good players, over the years.
They definitely did. Well, one of my favorites growing up was Al Toon. I know he was in the same draft as you.
Yeah.
His 85.
My draft class. Al Toon, he might be in one of these packets. You never know.
Yeah, well, we're hoping so. So, out of curiosity, when you suited up to play on Sundays, I feel like nowadays, because of TV, the way the NFL depicts a game, it's like Brady against Manning, right? So I'm curious, as one of the elite wide receivers, did you think when you were playing on Sundays, hey, I'm going against Jerry Rice today, I'm curious what he's going to do? How did you approach the game?
Yeah, you're very aware of that because they hype it up all week. In 1989, we went out to San Francisco and played in Candlestick Park. It was like the third game of the year. We had come off of a playoff. We had a playoff game the year before. I think it was 89 or 90. and we were starting to roll. You know, our train was starting to get some steam, some serious steam, and we were the top offense going into that game. 49ers were the top offense in the NFC, and it was Jim Kelly versus Steve Young and me versus Jerry Rice. And that was the talk the whole week. You know, how many points are you guys going to score? Who's going to score first? All that stuff. You know, media, that's how they hype things up.
Sure.
And Jerry Rice gets hurt in the second series of the game. He hits that hard. They had the infield in, you know, from the because that's where the Giants
Yeah,
play.
the baseball, the ballpark.
So Jerry caught a ball, got hit the ground there, hit that hard infield, concussion. He's out. I ended up with, I think I had 12 or 13 catches that game. And no punts. It was the no punt game, the infamous no punt game that year. And we ended up winning. It was just back and forth. You know, who's going to score last? And we won 31-34. But that was a very highly touted game early in the season, like the third game. And, you know, the guys that were announcing, I think it was Brent Musburger and Bob Trumpy, or maybe I'm mistaken, but they were saying this could be a preview of the Super Bowl, and this is only the third game of the year.
Sure.
So it was a great game to be a part of.
Leighton got to ask you his Jets-related question. Let me ask you my Patriots-related question now. And the first is, have you talked to Bill? Because you could have 50 or 60 snaps on Sunday if you want to. Have you made a phone call? Because I'm
No,
pretty
I
sure
haven't made a phone.
yeah.
I don't think Bill has made any phone calls to a lot of people either. But, you know, what a guy that I played against. Obviously, when he was with the Jets as the coordinator there. Then he went to New England and as a head coach, and was he in Cleveland? I don't know if he was in Cleveland.
Head coach, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Head
for a
coach
brief
there.
stint. Yeah.
And you know, inherited a New England team at the time that was pretty mediocre.
Mm-hmm.
Bledsoe was a quarterback. They had I don't know if Curtis Martin was there yet, but they had you know, they didn't have Ben Coates, I don't think, at that time when Belichick came in there. They had Marv Cook was the tight end, I think, back then.
Right, yes.
So he inherited a team that was kind of in the middle of the pack, like the Bills were, you know, those years. And obviously, Tom Brady changed all that. You know, Drew Bledsoe gets hurt. Tom Brady comes in, the rest is history. So Bill Belichick has always had a high standard for his players. He's always had a high standard for the organization. Robert Kraft, who's a good friend of mine, always believed in his players, believed in his head coach. And 6 Super Bowls later, they're, you know, probably the greatest team to ever play professional football. So,
all right, so let me ask you, you're having
start
dinner with
opening
Bob
this,
Kraft and Bill Belichick, and the Bills came off a juggernaut, a great team that you were part of. And then 18 years before they made it back to the playoffs again. I don't want that to happen to this Patriots franchise. What advice would you give them from experience to avoid a long gap before they can rebuild and be a competitive team again?
Advice, wow. I don't know what advice to give them. I mean, they're now, you know, Buffalo is a pretty formidable football team now.
Yes, they
In
are.
that division, they're picked to win it.
Some gum
they
from
got their
1986, gentlemen.
What's that?
We're going to open
Oh,
up
yeah,
this
you got
pack
that
from
card.
1986 because I don't want to keep you all night.
You know, Josh is their franchise right now. They picked up Stephon, and they're 1-2, I think. They're tops in the league in passing. I think Josh leads in yards in passing and Stephon in receiving. So, what do I have to say about the Patriots and what not only what they're doing now, but as they go forward down the line, you know, there's going to be a lot of questions, just like any team. And most Patriot fans, do you think most Patriot fans thought that when Tom Brady left, that this was the kind of the downhill little bit of trough that the Patriots were going to go in? Will they ever be the team that they were all those years Brady was there? You know, that's
That's a tall task.
That's a tall task there. And again, Belichick won with just people that believed in the system, really were accountable for what they did on the field and what they did off the field. And you had a Hall of Fame quarterback at the helm. That equals a lot of wins, and that's what they did. You know, with Cam there, I mean, I don't know if Cam is even going to be there, you know, beyond this year. I think Belichick is going to do something that he's always done stuff. His standard of winning has been synonymous with the league for years. So if he has anything to do with it, I think, Bill will do something to pull strings on somebody or something if he's not satisfied with the way these next 8 games go in, at the end of the season here.
All right, Andre. So appreciate your thoughts on the Pats and the Jets. And for those that are joining us for other NFL discussion, I thought it would be fun to run through our first 1986 Topps football pack. So the first player, I'm not sure if you can see too well, it's Mark Malone.
Oh, let me put these on because I know it's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's former Steelers. So do you remember anything about Mark Malone?
Mark Malone, yeah. Mark Malone, I think, my first year in the league in '85, I think the quarterback for the Steelers, it wasn't Bradshaw. Bradshaw had left, 3 or 4 years before that, 4 years. Who was the quarterback for the Steelers in 1985? That's a good trivia question. I'm sure Steeler fans know, but Mark Malone was there, and he kind of, was a journeyman. I don't know if he was a journeyman, kind of a journeyman quarterback, if he had played a few years and, got picked up by Pittsburgh. But I think he played decent.
He was decent.
Yeah, and I remember Louis Lips. Y'all remember?
I remember L Squared, baby. Now,
yeah, Louis Lips was like my boy, man. I love some Louis Lips.
I remember. So Andre, growing up, once again, I was infected. I like the Jets. That's how I look at it, But I always try to pretend I was Al Toon and Wesley Walker. And when you guys would come play the Jets, like when you guys were both on, there was a lot of fireworks offensively between the Jets and the Bills.
Yeah. And they had was Rob Moore. Rob Moore came a year or two later.
Yeah, a couple. He was 90. Yeah, he was 90.
Yeah, but they had great receivers. I mean, Al Toon was. It's unfortunate that the concussions really took him out of his career. I think Al Toon would have had a phenomenal career. Kind of, if you wanted to compare Al Toon, it would be like a Calvin Johnson, but maybe not as fluid as a big Calvin Johnson.
Oh man, I love to hear you guys talking about your contemporaries and stuff. All right, so we're gonna run through here. Do you remember the old Buccaneers, Jimmy Giles? I don't remember him.
Jimmy Giles, yeah.
Jimmy Giles, see, there you go. Obviously, we weren't that good of friends.
Yeah, the old cream-colored uniforms.
Yeah.
Down at the old sombrero. Yeah, Jimmy Giles, and they had Vinny was the quarterback, and James Wilder, I think, was a running back.
Yep.
I'm pretty good with my.
Oh, this is the most fun for us here at Vintage Breaks. So, Andre, when we have other athletes, and we've had some really, wonderful. Folks that have been, kind enough to come on our program. The most fun is when we go through the packs and just to see how you can recall like it was yesterday. I remember we used to play cards and whatever the case is. So remember this guy, he was a stud. Todd Christensen for the Raiders.
Ooh. Oh yeah, he was the tight end. You go through eras and you talk about John Mackey, you talk about Dave Casper. Those were vintage tight ends during their eras. I think Todd Christensen definitely was one of those guys during his playing days. I mean, I think he has the record. He had the record for the most catches in the season by a tight end at that time.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the stats here. I mean, he had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons when that didn't exist for a tight end in '83 and '84.
Right. And this is before the spread offenses and what they're doing now came out. So. The tight end wasn't split out a lot. He was down there dirty and getting hit here, and he made a lot of catches in his career. Yeah.
Gorgeous Randy White.
46, number 46, Todd Christensen.
Former Cowboy Randy White.
Randy White, man.
Yeah.
Was he part of the Fearsome Foursome? Was he part of that?
He started his career, I think, late 70s.
Okay, so. Yeah, I've done a couple things with Randy. He's really struggling now with concussions and all that kind of stuff. Those guys didn't have what I had. They didn't have. I had that old bike helmet. Y'all remember the bike helmet?
Yeah.
They were like 10 pounds putting on your head. Those things are so heavy. And then you look at guys like, they didn't have anything. Randy White, they might have had suspension helmets.
Right.
Maybe not.
Wow.
And that was just wow. I couldn't imagine playing in a suspension helmet now. No way. But he was a force to be reckoned with in that defensive line with what he had Harvey Martin,
Yep.
Ed Too Tall Jones,
Jim Jeffcoat.
and Jim Jeffcoat. Yeah, Jim Jeffcoat came with us during the end of his career for 2 years in Buffalo.
Oh, you just mentioned this former Buccaneer, James Wilder. It's kind of funny he's in the same pack.
You see, I know what's happening, man, with those packs of cards.
You do. You do.
I
Well, listen,
got a little
anytime
bit
you
of,
need a guest spot and you're bored at home, you could join us anytime
got a
here at
little
Vintage
telepathy
Breaks.
going on here.
Oh, this is cool. So, not so much him, because I don't think that Mike Pagel was much of a quarterback, but I was always a fan of the next player coming up, and I don't really know why, but he, I believe he's a Hall of Famer, and he played also wide receiver, Charlie Joyner, all-time great.
You know, not only was Charlie he led I think he retired #1 in catches all time when he retired. Was part of a great offense with Fouts and Winslow and JJ, and had some great receiving years in San Diego. I mean, that was Air Coryell times. But he coached me for 5 years.
Wow.
And that was a treat to have somebody like Charlie who did everything in football, especially at the pro level, and to have him coach me and James Lofton. So there was 3 Hall of Famers in that room. You know, 1 Hall of Famer, 2 soon to be, future Hall of Famers in that room. And I got so much respect for Charlie as a person. He's coming to my golf tournament here in San Diego in a couple of weeks. And he is a quality human being. And anytime you talk to Charlie Joyner, you're getting a quality guy. So that's good in that pack right there.
That's great to hear. So, while we're finishing up this first pack, or about to move over to the second, when I was reading, kind of preparing for the show and checking out your accolades, and, I'm looking at, some of the obvious ones of, hey, you've been in the Pro Bowl 7 times, you made the NFL Hall of Fame, and, I was going to ask you a question about that in a minute, but then I'm looking at, wait a minute, not only you're the second player to ever get drafted in the NFL by your college, Kutztown, but that, if I'm not mistaken, they named their stadium after you?
Yes. The year.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah. And, as a 17-year-old kid, you're just like, the only thing you're going to put your name on is the paper that you got to finish, and you got to give it to the teacher. I never thought that would happen. That is a great honor by my college to do that, to name the stadium after me. So anybody that comes in that stadium sees my name up there and inspires them to be great. That's really what it stands for. And then back in my hometown, they named the field that I played high school football on after me. And I have a street and a park.
Oh, nice.
So those are 4 things that, was a blessing by the man above, that I never thought that if I had to write down as a 17-year-old. So what do you think you're going to be doing when you're 30 years old or 35? And of those things you're going to be doing, these 4 things you're going to get. Do you think that's going to happen? And I'm like,
yeah,
there's no way. And, that's only a credit to all the people that were in my corner and all the people that, patted me on the back and kicked me in the butt when I didn't do right. So that might be in that pack too. So
I'm hoping so. To be honest, what I'd really like to do is I'd like to pull a doozy of your rookie and either an Al Toon or a Jerry Rice.
Oh.
So we'll see what we can do. And then we're going to finish up after this with a very short 6-card box. But what's really cool about this modern box we're going to open from 2019, by the way, Dolphin team leader card, Marino right there. Of course, I'm sure you remember some bouts with Marino and the Bills back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us the truth. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Who was better, Marino or Kelly?
I can't answer.
Good. I'm not going to press you any further. All right.
Of course,
very
I'm
fair.
going to say Jim. I'm in the Hall of Fame because of Jim.
Very cool.
But a quick story. Every time we played the Dolphins, wherever it was, if it was home or away, down in Joe Robbie, old Joe Robbie, or Rich Stadium, that's what they should go back to. Go back to Rich Stadium. Go back to Joe Robbie. I always made it a point when I came out, I had to talk to Marino. I always had to talk to him, and him and Don Shula. And I remember one time we were down in Joe Robbie Stadium. It was a Monday night football game, and I'm jogging down the sideline, getting to warm up a little bit, and I see Marino over there, and I just kind of cut across the field. What's up, Dan? How you doing? Da 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 da. We're just batting. How you feeling? I was like, man, how many are you gonna throw today? He says, well, I like to throw 2 or 3. And he said, well, how many are you gonna catch? And I said, well, if you're gonna throw 2 or 3, I got to get 4 because we got to walk out of here with the dub.
That's cool.
So, what more can I say about what Marino has done in the league and what he meant to the game and what he meant to Miami? It always was a treat to watch a guy like that slang the ball around. True Hall of Famer, no doubt about it, and just a great guy. And that was always a treat, to play against him.
Let's talk about the Hall of Fame, and I hope I'm not jumping on Leighton's question, but I'm curious because you had a unique path to the Hall of Fame. It was 8 years of eligibility before you were in, and most people will say, I think with some certainty, it wasn't because you were borderline or anything. You should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, but it's tough for a wide receiver to get in because the ballot can get packed, and you ran into some problems there. Tell me about your relationship with the Hall of Fame during those 8 years. Your feelings about it, how they might have changed while you were waiting a long time to wait to get what you deserved, which was a place in the Hall of Fame.
Well, after the one thing that was really great about what the Hall has done, a lot of the players that were in before me, I got to go to see, Bruce get enshrined. I saw Marv get enshrined. So I was around it, and I was around the process and what goes on. And then just meeting some of the other players, other Hall of Famers. During those years that I was up and I didn't get in, they started, I think, 7, 8, 9 years ago, maybe, I might be mistaken, of bringing all the finalists to the Super Bowl the day before the Super Bowl when they announced the incoming class. And for 8 years, I was a finalist and didn't make it. So obviously that was disappointing. But as the years went, the first 3, 4 years, I kind of figured out what the process was about and how they went about the guys that they put in. There was guys, definitely, anytime you're on the ballot, I always think you're deserving. They just don't put you on a ballot and don't think you deserve it. I think everybody that's on the NFL Hall of Fame ballot is a Hall of Famer in my book. But I had a lot of Hall of Famers talk to me and tell me not only about the process, but when it does happen, of how you should, react, number one, react, and how you should carry yourself. Mm-hmm. Because it stands for more than just what you did on the field. A Hall of Famer is more than just the football player. And I think everybody who has a bust, a ring of excellence, and has a jacket, those 3 things symbolize your football career, but it goes beyond your football career. And what I'm doing now with kids and Boys and Girls Club goes beyond the football field. And that's more rewarding than any catch and any touchdown I ever made. Because that's, even though the Hall of Fame stands for that, and it's you're there for a lifetime. I mean, that gold bust, that bronze bust lasts 40,000 years. So, yeah, at 40,000 years from now, that bust will be there. So that is really cool. But again, it transcends more than just what you did on the field. And what I'm doing now only just enhances, what the Hall of Fame stands for. And I'm proud of that. We didn't have it this year, obviously, because of COVID. But 2021 is going to be outstanding. There's a lot of guys that have to induct the class from this past year, the Centennial class, and then they have the class from this year. And Peyton Manning is up this year. So it's going to be tremendous this year in Canton in 2021.
Yeah, it sounds, hopefully things will get back to somewhat of, normalcy next year. And whether it's going to be the NFL or, the MLB Hall of Fame. I can't wait to take my son and share a live Hall of Fame induction weekend ceremony with him. He's only 5 now, Andre. Right now he's heavily into Pokemon, but he's collecting. And when he says to me, "Oh, Daddy, hold on, I'm going to go put this away in my collection," he doesn't realize every single time there's like another little tear just right behind there. So,
oh man,
my
My son collected Pokemon cards when he was like 7, 8 years old, and they would be all over the place. I'm like, yo, man, what's up with these cards, man? I go, let's trade them with football cards. And now I have, every card that I have probably over 3,000 cards now from different companies that they give me.
That's cool.
So I'm able to, and my son's 24 now, so he's like, I don't want no cards. So,
Cool.
So, but that collection is going to be somebody's, when I'm not here anymore. So that'll be maybe some grandkids. Who knows?
Very cool. Well, our last box that we're going to open with you today is this 2019 Immaculate Football. The reason why this is super cool, Andre, is because it only includes 6 cards, but they're generally going to be either autographed or game-used memorabilia cards.
Wow.
And this happens to be the rookie year of Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones. And so, there's a lot of really fun possibilities. And I thought that it was really fun to go from, hey, 1986, which, what is that, almost 35 years ago, to basically cards that are almost present day. It's kind of fun to see the difference.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, the world was a lot different 35 years ago, that's for sure.
So while we're opening this box, I would like you to at least tell people about where they can find your work that you're doing with the Boys and Girls Clubs, and if they can want to support you, how do they do that?
Appreciate that. Yes, they can always, social media is a way of connecting. They can go to AndreReedFoundation.org on Instagram. They can go to my Instagram page, it's Andre_Reed83, or they can go to AR Foundation on Instagram. They can see what we do with the kids. It's a tremendous. It's just awesome to see kids smile, and because we all were kids at one time, and we needed somebody to encourage us, and that's what my foundation and my reading program does, is inspire these kids that not everybody's going to be a professional athlete. It's hard to do. I mean, the odds of being a Hall of Famer is like 0.000148, whatever. So, but you can be a Hall of Fame person. That's probably the most important thing, and get an education and go and do what you want to do. So you take things as they come to you, and you run with it, and you be the best person that you can be. And that's kind of my mantra. I like to tell these kids that it doesn't matter where you're from, what city you grew up in, what's happening at home. Not every home is the Brady Bunch. It just isn't like that. It's there's a lot of stuff going on, and me included, and all these guys that are Hall of Famers have their own stories. We all have our own stories to who we became, how we became a Hall of Famer, and it inspires the next generation of kids all over.
That's unbelievable work, Andre. As we're opening this box here, we'll reach out offline. We'd like to send, where appropriate, some football cards, both old and new, for your Boys and Girls Clubs kids to enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
And I know for me, Andre, growing up, it's how I learned, not to say how to read, but how to digest math and statistics. It was a lot of fun for me. Now, granted, it's pre-internet, so we're dating ourselves here a little bit.
So you know what? The Boys and Girls Club doesn't date themselves.
Yeah, I figured they'll appreciate
that. They've been doing it
that.
for 150 plus years. So
very cool.
Kids are kids. 150 years ago, the kids are still kids, and that's the beauty of it. And they still need people to help them out and smile at them and tell them that they're this and they're that. That's what's going to make this world better.
Andre, let me take you back to Wild Card Weekend 1992. And 1992 has been a very frustrating season, especially in the second half for you. Oilers are up, and Frank Reich is named the starting quarterback. I'm guessing you had a conversation with Frank at some time, either during the week or even during that game, maybe when you're down 35-3. What are you telling Frank Reich at that point?
Wow, there was really, to tell you the truth, there was really nothing to be said other than besides we have a crowd here, we're at home, and if we can just kind of pick at them and get 3 here, maybe get 7 here, get 3 here, we can get some doubt in their brain in the other team, in the Houston Oilers. And it seemed like they let up, and we were in the car, and we just put the pedal down to the gas and didn't let up. And I think,
Nice card.
and that was just a testament of our resolve and, not giving up, because the previous week we played them the last regular season of the game at the old Houston Astrodome. And we lost that game 24-3. So by 4-7 quarters, we were down it was 35-3,
Right.
28. We were down 70, whatever, 60 something. I can't add that quick to 6. So how did we come back from? I mean, it was like, oh, here we go again. That's what we felt at home.
Yeah, but I don't want you to downplay your role, especially after the second half of 92, which you came off one of the best seasons of your career going into 92.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't like you were put to the side, or I don't know if maybe they felt you were being too focused on in the defense and they ran you as a decoy in the second half.
Yeah.
But did you have to step up and say, I need the ball? We need, did they realize they have to get Andre Reed the ball?
Exactly. And I think,
Wow.
the running game was kind of a little bit, the beginning of the game, we really didn't have, I think we maybe had 100 something total yards in the first half. So the adjustments we had to make is we had to get our playmakers the ball. We had to start running the ball to chip at them and put ourselves in better situations on third down if it did come to third down. And then we had to make the plays. And I think all those things came together, and they weren't able to stop that train. Like I said, that train was rolling, and they had to get out the way. That's the bottom line. And I think if you talk to Warren Moon and some of the players back on the Oilers back in '93 or when they were playing there, they'll lie and say, well, we gave you the game.
Well, what else can they say?
Bubba McDowell said, yeah, we gave him the game. I go, well, it's not that you gave it to us. We kind of took the game from you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, Andre, we don't want to keep you all night, but that was fantastic reminiscing about one of the greatest games in NFL history. As we're finishing up this box here, I don't know if you saw this. This is a gorgeous card. So it's Tony Pollard. It's a signed game-used rookie numbered of 99. So
Wow.
These cards are a lot different than they made in 1986.
Yeah.
They're much more limited. In many cases, they're signed. And so I just wanted to make sure that we pointed those out. The first 6 cards in the Andre Reed live break experience tonight go to Matt, Harry, Jamie, Brett, Harry, and Andrew. And these
There
are
you
all
go.
these special cards here. Arcega Whiteside, signed Eagles rookie, numbered of 99.
Oh, that's nice. I like that card.
Oh, this is really nice. Marquise Brown, RPA, rookie patch autograph, Baltimore Ravens. Check out this beauty. What I really like they do, Andre, is they sign them and they cut up the jerseys, and some of them include multiple colors.
Wow. Hollywood, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hollywood Brown.
So that is the last card in the break. And Andre, as we're finishing up here, and I know I can see we've already kept you a little bit over. We appreciate your time and all of your stories. We sent you a couple items to sign. If you could sign maybe just a couple of them on air, it'd be much appreciated. But as you're doing that, I wanted to share with you something fun we started just a few athlete breaks ago. And what we're doing is I try to secure rookie year tickets and media guides from your rookie year for the respective player that we're going to open. So those are our gifts to you. We're giving you a ticket from your rookie year, as well as a Buffalo Bills media guide, which, you might recognize yourself in there.
There's a media guide.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, this is they were, I guess it was on Instagram. People were talking about my mustache, but
Now, well, since you brought it up, because I didn't, did you do it for the ladies?
you want me to get the picture out?
Hey, listen, we'll just take that as a no comment. We'll move right on.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. Some of these guys, I need to look at this because some of these guys, wow, this is crazy. This is, hold on, let me get it because this is vintage.
That's cool.
This is serious vintage.
Wow, we're getting some good
Where
shots
am
of you
I
on the screen. This is great. Did you like playing in the cold in Buffalo?
It's not that you don't like it. I think you just get used to it, man. You know,
Sure.
you get used to it, and one thing about it is you have to play in it.
Yep.
There's what are you gonna do? Just walk in and say, no, I don't want to play in it. I don't want to play in it. It's too cold.
No, probably not going to get too far with your teammates, right?
Yeah, we use it as an advantage. That was an advantage
Big time.
at about this time of the year, because at any time you can get a blizzard there, and we used that as an advantage to not scare a team, but it was like, ooh, it's gonna be like this tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be like this today, and we kind of were used to it. So that was our little bit of an advantage in the cold weather and snow and all that kind of stuff.
That's cool. Well, if you're able to sign, one or two of the items that we sent you and show it off on camera
got
for
it.
our audience, that would be awesome.
Sharpie. Can you get a Sharpie for me? Let me get a Sharpie real quick.
Yeah, of course. Take your time. We feel bad that we've kept you longer, so we appreciate you being here with us.
Yeah.
This is almost a 3-minute highlight reel of Andre Reed, and I can't believe there's not one Patriots touchdown against the Patriots here.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this highlight reel, and I wanted to give a
There's
special.
a lot of them in. Hey, I scored more touchdowns against the Patriots and the Jets than any other team. So,
Yeah, I was a season ticket holder during your career, so I know full well.
so I'm going to sign these cards right here. These are the tops.
Yeah, that's your rookie card.
I think this is rookie cards.
Yep.
So I'm going to sign all 3 of these,
Thanks so much.
and we're going to put these in here and then send them out to the people that get them.
Yeah, that's very kind of
So,
you. We appreciate it very much.
I'm
And-
actually going to put Hall of Fame.
Oh, well, listen, that is certainly very, very generous of you.
I'll put
Andre,
a
is
little
what-
more flavor on the card.
yeah, listen, we like the juice.
So, Leighton, we got one question answered that we asked last night, and it looks
Yeah.
like Andre's got a bust from the Hall of Fame behind him. So apparently you Hall of Famers get a copy of your bust, right?
Yes, and it's made of resin, so it's not like the one that they have in Canton that's bronze. This one's gonna last probably 10,000 years. It's not, bronze is going, the middle of the earth is made of bronze, so that's gonna last 40,000 years.
That's pretty
I don't know how
wild.
The
I
one
don't
in
know how the
Canton
rest
lasts
of-
40,000. This one's about 10,000.
I don't know how the rest of the busts are, but that one looks freakishly like you. It looks exactly like you.
Let me tell you, I got a quick story. You know when Ed Reed got in 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That was the best bust I've ever seen.
Yep.
So as we're wrapping up here, I did want to give a shout out to our sponsors tonight, Sports Collectors Daily, of course, Auction Report. Thank you very much for making this all possible. And if it was not for our Vintage Breaks community and our good buddy Lou, that's very, very sweet, Andre.
We have this jersey too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay, so I'm going to sign his jersey the same way on the back.
Yeah. Listen, whenever you want. We don't want to keep you here all night. I'm looking at the time. I feel terrible.
I got you, 'cause I know people are watching.
Yes,
So-
no, they are, and we appreciate it sincerely. What's interesting, Andre? I saw what you posted on Instagram for us for Vintage Breaks today, and I got to be honest with you, I was extremely impressed by the devotion of your community, the amount of love and the likes that you got on the post. It was fascinating to me.
Well, I'm not I'm not really good at social media when it comes to I'll post something, but some of the little small things that goes on with posting. My girlfriend Teresa, who is a guru at social media, and she knows a lot of that stuff, and I just go, hey, make this look better.
That's cool.
So she's really good at that.
Awesome. Well, thank her from us, of course. And then I also want to have a special shout out to my friends Anthony and Mark from Cogent Marketing, who without them and our friend Russ, this would not be possible today.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys, Vintage, for letting me speak a little bit, and to all the viewers out there. I hope you guys had a good time watching, and to the winners of the memorabilia here. That's good stuff, really good stuff. And thanks for having me. Ian was part of this. Ian's a good friend of mine. I know Ian's probably watching, so I want to thank Ian for hooking me up with you guys, and appreciate it a lot.
Oh, listen, we appreciate you. And what we're going to do is in the next couple of days, we're going to put together a nice package to send out to the Boys and Girls Club, courtesy of you. We're going to take a picture of it and tag you.
Yeah,
And
we'll
like I
post it.
said,
We'll
it's the least that we could
definitely
do.
post it. Yes, we definitely will.
Awesome.
Definitely will.
Well, thanks so much for being here. Have a great holiday season, and hopefully we'll see you again sometime.
Definitely. And are you guys going to send me the addresses or something for these?
Yes, we
stuff?
will. We'll take care of it offline for you. Absolutely.
You got it. You got it. Thanks again, guys, and keep pulling those cards, man. If you get a vintage 86 again, make sure you keep it for me.
Absolutely. Thanks, Andre. Have a great night.
Thank you, guys. Peace.
Take care. So J5, I just want to take a minute to.
Still last, you're good.
Yeah, but how do you
I'll
like?
take care of that.
Yeah, that'd be great. And also, if you could get the appropriate sleeves for these, please.
Okay.
Thanks. Here's the first 4.
I'm gonna show everything back later.
Yeah, I figured. So I wanted to thank everyone for joining us today with Andre Reed. It just really blows my mind that I get to sit here with the gang, and they're they get a lot of it ready for me, so I don't have to do that much of the background work, of course. Other than making sure that we get Andre here and we use those connections to make that happen. But like I said, special shout out to Mark and Anthony. Without their help, not only Andre, but we've had several other athlete appearances over the last year or so that have been a lot of fun. And then special shout out to my friends Rich from SportsCollectorsDaily.com and Ryan Friedman from Auction Report. Not only 2 of my very good hobby friends, but we're friends other than the hobby, and their sites in particular. Auction Report is where I find out if there's an auction tonight where I'm going to be bidding. So, like, for example, tonight is collectauctions.net. And then Sports Collectors Daily is where I find all of my hobby news. I always wonder how they get the scoop. I was just talking to Monty about it earlier today. Thanks, Des. Hopefully you and Mel are hitting them straight down there in Florida. I hope everyone enjoyed Andre Reed today. Really, it's amazing like how humble he is. He has stadiums named after him. And like he's talking about it the way that I go pick up dinner for my family and I. And one of the things, and I realize it's crazy, like the time just goes super fast. Like, yeah, I wanted to know, because I feel like we brushed over, like, tell me about some of the sacrifice, man, because you don't get a stadium named after you by accident.
A high school, a street.
Park.
Yeah, so, and then like to think about that, and yet you waited 8 years to get in the Hall of Fame. Pretty amazing. So, once again, special. Hey, what's up, Dom? Good evening, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Once again, really special shout out to Andre, and just like I love everything about this, and so hopefully you can all tell that while I do this. But this is a tremendous blast, and I wanted to also. Wait, we talked about it. We're going to announce our next Vintage Breaks Hall of Fame experience. Now, did I tell you officially who it is? I think you know. All right. Because I know J5, sometimes like you don't even tell me when you actually take a signed check that I've written. Oh, wait, we bought this collection. I'm like, oh, you mean we're going to buy that collection? No. We bought that collection. So interesting to me. So I just wanted to get that out there.
You're so busy, that's why.
Very busy, very busy. Absolutely, that's definitely the reason. So, Ken, thanks so much. I really do hope everyone enjoyed. It was a lot of fun. So, without further ado, we're going to now narrow it down. We're having a basketball guest. We're having a Hall of Fame basketball guest on December 5th. Now, the reason why we don't have the time to announce yet, this gentleman is a little bit older. He's pushing, I think he might be 80 or almost 80. So we're not going to push him. Like, if he wants to do it at 5:30 in the morning, I already told my buddy Patrick, like, we're going to make it happen. Because, like, he might be going to bed at 11 a.m. And I'm not trying to, insult him, but, like, listen, you get to 80 years old, you get to live by your rules.
That's right.
Like, you don't have to be reporting at dinner at any time. He wants to eat dinner at, 11:30 in the morning. God bless. So, without further ado, we are having none other than Laker all-time great Elgin Baylor on December 5th. Unbelievable. Extremely grateful and humbled, courtesy of my friend Patrick and his connects, making that happen. We'll let you know on the time. As I said, we're going to be catering to Mr. Baylor's schedule. I just cannot wait to talk basketball with him. And, really, I almost feel like we might have to do a VIP for that, like a 15-minute, but it's really just going to be him and I. And it's going to be like, oh, wait, a lot of people watching? Oh, yeah. Elgin, don't worry. Meanwhile, like, it won't be anyone live yet. Lou, will ask me late, do you need me? No, not yet. Just him and I talking. And, like, I'm somehow going to try to build that into, the deal, if you will, at the very least. But thanks for letting me bring this type of entertainment to you folks, courtesy, of course, of Vintage Breaks and everyone else tonight for making the Andre Reed live break experience happen. I'm going to skedaddle here, get home to the fam, and eat a late dinner. J5, you're going to take on over and show everyone, recap, and finish up the break. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great night. He's 86?
Yep.
Whenever I'm going to repeat this. Whenever Elgin Baylor is saying that we will have go time, so by the way, December 5th, what's really cool, J5, it's our day before the big event. So J5 said to me, because he ultimately made the decision, of course, Sam, as you know, said, you know what, Late, we can fit in Elgin on the 5th because we're going to be here. But what J5 doesn't realize, like, we don't actually know the time. Easily could be like 8 in the morning on lunchtime. He's having his grilled cheese and tomato soup. And, like, we'll be here with him.
Could be midnight.
All right. Take it easy, buddy.
Nah, it won't be midnight.
I mean, J5, you can.
Elgin. I wanted to say Elgin. It's ridiculous. I'm very excited.
I know.
Like, now I'm going to call my friends because I haven't told anyone yet.
All right. Well,
Just think, J5. You could be reading that. You could be reading, a story. And...
yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good times. So you guys know who the next athlete is going to be.
Oh my God,
I did give out hints. I did give out clues.
You gave out clues, but I mean, you
missed
didn't.
Chris.
You have a good poker face.
We miss Chris. Oh no, I feel terrible.
He missed who?
It's Chris.
He was gonna have his red dog.
Oh, crushed. It just.
Steve Strange says, "Are you opening at 61 Fair?" Yeah, it'll be like $10 a spot. No problem.
Ours gonna be a $5 flash.
$5 entry. That would be fun. All right. So shout out to Lou again. Thank you, Lou. Thank you for working with me. So we're gonna recap the Immaculate Football Box.
I saw some pretty good cards coming out of that.
No lie, time flies.
I know.
No lie.
I swear to God, I thought that was like 10 minutes. I don't understand. I look up at the clock. It's like 8:15, 8:20. I'm like, I don't understand. What am I doing wrong?
No.
Yeah, I just don't shut.
Well, I mean, it's a good conversation flow.
Yeah. What's up, Daz? Are you guys doing after show tonight? Gilmore breaking time?
Yeah, he's coming on
Yeah,
10.
Yeah, Gilmore's gonna break after us, Daz. Yep.
The V-Bad show.
DeAndre Reed just signed that jersey on 1 at 13.
I'm gonna go double check. See,
At 13. Let's find out. Let's find
Antonio's
out.
13.
Yeah, what's 13? Hold on. 13 is.
John.
Yes. That's a Buffalo jersey. Buffalo Bills jersey. Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, because 7 through 12 is going to be here. 7 through 12 is the blaster, which I'm going to do
wow,
next.
That's so cool. Antonio said it's the jerseys. He's giving it to a friend of his that they call Buff.
Buffalo native.
Can't believe
Buffalo
Elgin Baylor's
native.
86.
awesome, Antonio.
Jesus, criminal.
Period. Also have heard of the late installed by number 6. Are you giving away those top 7 prizes they did in the late installed?
He got a spot in the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Done. You're in here. I don't know what spot you
Yeah,
have.
he got a spot in the event.
I could probably find out actually. Let me see. Did not do it.
Yeah, everything from the loft yesterday was for the Andre Reed event.
So Don Higginson, you got spot 199.
You're gonna get a couple back.
199. All right, there you are, Donald. 199. So you get a 1989 Pro set, right, Emily? 89.
Pack.
Yep, pack. You get a pack of 89 Pro set.
Cody, you also got into the event too.
Only the top 50 got something different.
Yeah.
So that was the random, guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap card number 1 from Matthew. That's Jameis Winston, 31 of 99, 31.99. Second is Harry. That is Jared Goff. It's a nice double jersey patch with Cooper Cup. That's a great card.
That is a good
17 of 50, Harry. Very nice.
Pass left in the
So Antonio, because you're giving your friend that jersey,
earlier.
I think that's really cool of you.
Okay.
Bam spot for you.
Okay, thank you. Next 3. Jamie Gravel. Jamie. Matt Ryan. Matty Ice. 25 of 25. Triple jersey patch card. I had 4 from a lot. That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, so everybody who got a Andre Reed spot, the top 7, right?
Yeah, top 7. They all
Yeah,
got
you
spots.
guys got into the list.
Yep.
And we had to randomize it. So
Yep.
that's how it goes.
Which was taken care of today.
Yep, which I did today earlier. Okay, spot 3, right? Spot 4 is Tony Pollard, which we already said.
Yeah. I mean, you're giving away an amazing thing, Antonio. The least I could do is, for your random act of kindness, a BAM spot definitely is well deserved.
All right.
And Antonio, when your friend gets it, like, you know, take a picture of that.
This is for Brett McGrath. Brett, you get a Tony Pollard autograph rookie card, 13 of 99. Is that his rookie? 2019? Yeah, that's his rookie. Wait, is it? Damn, I forgot already. I think, yeah, it is his rookie. Yeah, it is his rookie. Yep. 13 of 99, Tony Pollard. He's a good change pace running back for the
Zeke's,
Cowboys.
Zeke's backup.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also punt return.
Okay.
He's really good, very fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the last 2 here. Spot 5 is Harry, and Harry, I'm gonna use these 1 touches. Put a little sleeve on top of that. There you go, Harry. This is JJ Arcega-Whiteside for the Eagles rookie card, 24 of 99, jersey patch. What's up, James Scandra? How do I enter this? Dougie, answer the man.
I just said.
Great. Spot 5. Spot 6, last card in this box goes to Andrew Blevins. Andrew, for the Browns, 24 of 25. Put it in here. Little sleeve on that. There you go. That is Marquise Brown, 14 of 25 auto patch. That is for Andrew Blevins. All right, those are your first 6 spots. So congratulations, gentlemen. And I'm actually gonna use a different shoe for this. Yeah, Dougie, if you give me a different shoe, because I'm gonna use this just for the promo. Yeah, just different shoe. All right, 7 through 12. 7 through 12 is coming up right now. Let's break this box, guys. I do want to mention we have a mystery briefcase. We have a mystery briefcase on the grid. It has to close by 10 o'clock, so you have 1 hour. You have 1 hour to close it up. It's 60 entries at $25. Winner take all. The only thing I'm going to show you that's inside the mystery briefcase right now is the 70 Topps Clemente SEC 5.5. That's in there already. And you know I stack up those briefcases. I did this one. So trust me, it's loaded with some good stuff. But it has to sell out by 10 or else I will not give it away. Where he put it? There it is. I hope you guys enjoyed Andre Reed. That was very fun. What's up, Cody? Cody Cheeks is in the house. And we are still local recording. This is a very long video that we have to upload tomorrow. Alright. Here it is. Alright, 7. Paul Kangas. Wow, back to back, Paul. 7 and 8. We're looking for Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson. Rookie, silver. That's what we're looking for. Alright, Paul. LeGarrette Blount. We got, Chicago's favorite quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky. Oh my goodness, silver. That's a silver. It is a silver as well. That is nuts. Oof, is this numbered? It's not numbered. It's card number 2 though in the subset. Mitchell Trubisky, premier jerseys, solid blue. That's filthy. Filthy. Here's your silver prism, Jamal Adams, though. Jamal Adams for the Jets. Very nice. J5, you can go along. Just Christmas. Yeah, you're right, James. It's all good. It's all good. Jamal Adams. Silver prism. Rookie. If that was Mahomes, Antonio, I don't care either or. Either or. I will take either or. Silver prism, rookie, or just the premier. I don't even care. And Latavius Murray base. Latavius Murray base. As pack spot 7, I should say. Paul, you're up again, Paul, at 8. Let's see what we got. Patrick Peterson. Donald. Ooh, nice little prism. James Harrison. Future Hall of Famer. James Harrison for the Steelers. Paul Perkins. Base. Alright, Paul. That was spot 8. Spot 9. Andrew Blevins. Spot 9. Got Jamison Crowder. Here is CJ Beathard. Silver. Wow. That is nice. CJ Beathard. Too bad. Didn't accomplish much. It's a silver. Andrew. We got Zay Jones, rookie. Nice. Prism. Zay Jones for the Bills. Speaking of the Bills.
G5, did you
Yes. Yep. This live.
offline or is it?
Oh, it's on the grid. Yep. $25, guys, gets you to that mystery briefcase. DeAndre Hopkins. But it has to sell out by 10 p.m.
G5, this is a little. We didn't give this away, right?
Not yet.
So this is a little gift that I wanted to give back to the Andre Reed folks who made it happen in terms of buying a spot, won a free spot. So anyone who was in it has a chance. You'll re-randomize the list one time.
Okay.
Person who's on top will win that, courtesy of Vintage Breaks.
All right. Guys, I'm going to randomize the list at the end of this video. And one person is going to win this 86 Topps Andre Reed rookie card, PSA 9.
They're not easy enough.
So this is everybody on this list. So I'm going to randomize it one more time after this. I'm going to leave it right here so I remember. Pack 10, James Ector. That's George Kittle's college roommate. Oh, yeah. George Kittle's really good, though. When he's healthy. Derrick Henry, beast. Bruce Ellington. Ooh, silver prism. Robert Davis, rookie for the Washington football team. That is a silver. There you go. Jared Cook for the Raiders, base. So guys, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Let's give it Andre Reed at the end of this. Pack 11, spot 11. Alexander George. What's Cubby? Wiz, not sure if you're watching. Good luck. We got Willie Snead. Andy Dalton. Tyler Eifert. Tyler Eifert for the Bengals. Nice prism. And Mohamed Sanu base. And last pack in the box, 12, going to Mark McFadden, MKO. Let's go, Mark. Let's pull something nice. Last pack, Mojo. Torrey Smith. Odell Beckham Jr. Why? Rookie for the Jets, Chad Hansen, silver prism. I cannot believe that. Unreal. as a silver. And we got Spencer Ware, base for the Chiefs. Oh, wasted a spot on that. All right. Chad Henson. 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. You guys are all getting signed memorabilia. So Antonio and Anthony Golino, you're getting jerseys. Matthews Townsend, Scott Freeberg, and Andrew Blevins getting autographed rookies of Andre Rison. And 18 is Lucas Lukasinski. You get an autographed ticket of Andre Reed's first game. And then 19, where we went through, that was all the cards. These are all the 1986 Topps cards that we did, up to 54. Okay. And then 55th, we'll get an 86 Topps sticker, Andre Rookie PSA 9. Which is, I believe, over there. There it is. Okay. So that is 55, right? Is that what I said? 55th. Yeah, who's 55th? Andrew Blevins. Andrew. It's a Andre Reed rookie sticker, PSA 9. Alright, spot 55. Okay. And then everybody else will get a 1989 Pro Set Second Series football pack, which will ship out to you. Of course, we're looking for rookie cards of Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders. That is in the second series. And ladies and gentlemen, let's randomize the list one more time and find out who gets this rookie card of Andre Reed, PSA 9. Okay. Let's copy that. All right. Oh, I lost my die. That's right. I found it. Here we go. Top person wins. Holy crap. 12 times. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I couldn't get aces. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the winner of the Andre Reed PSA 9 rookie card at 12 is Andrew Blevins. Andrew Blevins. There you go. Congratulations, Andrew. That is yours. Done. There we go. Enjoy that, my friend. Okay. That is our Andre Reed Experience event. Thank you so much to everyone involved. And shout out to Andre Reed for helping us, not helping us, but showing up on our show and doing these breaks with him. You want to be a part of the next athlete break is Elgin Baylor. It's going to be December 5th. It's going to be exciting. The man's a legend. Can't wait. We'll see you then. Thanks, guys.